Hello, I'm back again. What I wanted to say through all of these vlogs that I'm doing, and I'm sorry they're so boring. A lot of you are being nice. I'm reading all of the I'm reading all of the comments on Facebook, on Twitter, I haven't checked my webpage because I can't do that from my phone, but I don't have a computer, but I check them on YouTube. There's a bunch of YouTube comments that I still need to approve, but my phone was acting up and I couldn't approve them. But just know that I'm reading all of this coming in. I'm reading it all. And a lot of you are saying, like, I don't even have anything to do with the Navy. I'm not interested in joining, but I still like hearing about boot camp and stuff. So that was making me happy to know that you guys, like, was that the most giant mosquito I've ever seen in my life? Florida has bugs, man. Florida has bugs. I'm from the desert. We don't have this humid, bug-growing environment that breeds these monsters. First time I saw a cockroach was here. We were inside the mega building and I was doing internal watch. And there was a cockroach. I was like, that's the biggest beetle I've ever seen in my life. And he said, that's a cockroach. I was like, oh shit, I've never seen one. Anyway, what was that about? Oh, I'm reading them all. I'm reading all of your comments, and I don't mean to ignore you. I want to reply to them all soon. I've said this a million times. And I have the means to get my MacBook. That's what I decided I was going to get. Through a lot of you wrote me messages and gave me detailed. A lot of you were just like, get MacBook. Didn't even mention anything more. That's all you really had to say was get a MacBook. But overwhelming majority of people suggested MacBook, and in my own personal research via the interwebs on my iPhone, and speaking to people around here, and talking to the IT guy at my work, the work I used to work at, MacBook is consensus. Like, that's what it's going to be. So a lot of you wrote messages too about your personal experience, and I read all those, and I didn't reply, I'm sorry, but I read all of that, and I appreciate everything you said so much, and it helped me to decide I do want a MacBook, yes. But here at the NEX, which is the Navy Exchange, which is the cheap, like, commissary, you get things cheap, tax-free, here on the base where you can go shopping for like, food. They don't have much here at this NEX, but there's a, what they call Correy Station. That's another A school, but it's across the way on a different base, and there's different rates there. But their NEX, I guess they have a NEX mall or something, is huge apparently. So I need to go there. But the reason why I didn't buy my computer today, because I was going to buy it today, I went down there and I looked, and I saw the MacBooks in the VAIOs or whatever, I don't know. Tons of computer, tons of laptops, and they're all tax-free, right? Good deals, but there was no MacBook Retina display, which is the one that I'm going to get, and that made me sad. So I was like, do they have it at the other NEX? I wonder if they have it at the other NEX. So I was going to get it, and I'm wondering too, I want to get a MacBook Retina display, but the Retina display is like such a new thing. I wonder if I just wait 2 months, it's probably going to be a hell of a lot cheaper, but then again, I really need it now, and I want to buy something that's top of the line right now so that I don't have to buy again for like a year, maybe 2 years. That'd be nice to not have to buy a computer, because when you buy a computer, a laptop especially, they're obsolete in like 6 months. So I realized buying something that first comes out is kind of a dumb decision, but I'm in the position where I can afford to, yeah, I can do that, and I need one. I really need one. Right now, because I only have my iPhone, and this is getting hard, especially since I want to go online and start reading up about my classes before I class up so I could be prepared, and all of that would be much easier with the computer. So I decided the money that I would waste by getting something that just came out like this, like a laptop, bad investment, but I've weighed the pros and cons, and I'm going to go ahead and get it. But they don't have the Retina display here at the NEX, which I was going to get tax-free, so I need to go to the NEX at Correy Station and see if they have the Retina display over there, tax-free. Otherwise, if they don't offer it at the NEX, I'll have to go into town and buy it and probably pay taxes and all that. Unless they give a military discount, I have to see. But I didn't do that today because I have watch tonight, and I had I had indoc. This, like, when you first get here, you have personal financial management, like introductory classes, and I had that today. But I said but a million times, and this video is already 5 minutes long. But it's my duty section weekend. That makes me really sad. I totally forgot it was my duty section weekend. So, let me explain that. While you're here at A school, like as I'm here, I'm not going to class up for 2 months. So what do? Do you get paid to sit there in your rack and shine your shoes? No, you don't. You have to do things called barrack support. I'm in a barracks, and you have barrack support, which means if you're not in class and you're not doing shit, you're showing up at 6:30 in the morning, out there on the grinder. The grinder. How do I explain the grinder? The big cement pavement area where people gather. Like it could be outside the quarterdeck or just the parking lot-ish kind of area. The grinder. You muster out on the grinder and they tell you what you're going to do. You're not doing anything. You're going to do the passageways. You're going to clean the windows. And you clean. And you do watch. You're split into duty sections. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then there's like 6 and 7 who are the special people. I'm in duty section 3. So you rotate when it's your duty section day. So you're on barrack support all day long in the morning, and then barrack support is secured at, I think, 14. So after they secure barrack support, if it's your duty section day, you then have to do watches all night long. So, like, let's see. I had indoc class on Monday, and Monday was duty section 3 day. So after my classes, I had to come back here, and then I had to, I ate dinner and stuff, but then I had to go stand a watch. And then today is my duty section day, but when your duty section day falls on a Friday, that means you get the whole weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I will be standing watches. So I don't have time to go anywhere this weekend, so that makes me sad. So I will be without a laptop even longer. And if I find that buying the MacBook Retina display computer is cheaper online than it is to buy it in town, I'm going to order it, and it'll take even longer. So please forgive me that I'm so distant, and I'm outputting videos, so it seems like I'm here, but I'm just not responding to you guys. I don't mean for that to happen. I just don't have a computer, and it's hard. So I have to wait even longer now to do that, because I totally spaced that it was my duty section weekend, which is crap. But that's alright. It'll be alright. Let's see. What else is there? I gotta think of things to talk about so you're not sitting here bored with me. But I think that's all I've got to say. So I haven't gone out in Pensacola. A lot of you want to visit. A lot of you, and I want to visit too, but I can only travel 200-mile radius around this base. So if you're more than 200 miles away, and I don't have a car here, and I'm not going to drive my car here because I'm probably only going to be here maybe 3 months at the most, maybe 4, depends on how long it takes me to class up. But it'll take a long time, and so I'm not going to bring my car, and I can't leave to go get my car anyway, and I don't know how I will travel 200 miles away. So those of you that are talking about, are you in Pensacola? Come visit. I can't just walk away willy-nilly. Especially on phase 1, I'm not allowed to even freaking leave here. Phase 2, I can go out during the day if it's not my duty section, if I don't have class, if I don't have barrack support, I can leave here. And I have to be back at 2200 on weekdays and 2359 on Friday night and Saturday night. So I can't even really go anywhere because I have to be back before midnight, but even before that, because I'll have to take a bus, and buses take a long time, so I'll have to even leave there at like 10, so I can't really go anywhere. And that's 21 days worth of phase 2. And then phase 3 kicks in, and on phase 3 is when you can have a whole weekend off and not come back at all, but you have to submit a chit for that, or a request for that. So if any of you do live around here in Pensacola area, it's going to be a while before I even get to phase 3, because I graduate to phase 2 on Saturday, but then there's a whole other 21 days after that until I can get phase 3, and then I can only go 200 miles away, so I'd have to pick a place where a lot of people are, and I would have to get a bus there or a taxi there, and we could hang out then, but I do want to do a meetup while I'm here. I didn't do the meetup in Seattle because the storm was in the pass, and then a lot of people got mad, but I wasn't going to risk, especially just going into the military, and if you have a car accident or stuff, or anything, a ticket or anything, you're fucked. So I didn't want to risk and jeopardize that, as the past was bad. And I feel bad, but I'll be back in Seattle sometime. Anyhow, I'm going to do meetups, and I'd like to do meetups, and that'd be fun. So, this is 10 minutes long now, and I'm going to take a nap. I have to go iron my whites and stand watch tonight, so that's what I'm going to go do. And I'm going to post these, and if you don't see your comment posting, it's because it's on comments pending approval, and I just haven't approved them yet because my iPhone's not letting me do that stuff right now. Okay? So, I'll talk to you later. It's good talking to you guys. And it's good reading everything that you guys are writing, because I'm reading it all, and it makes me smile. I wake up every morning, instead of hitting snooze, because I used to be a snooze hitter, I wake up immediately, and I have time in the morning now, so I'll actually go on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm Plasma Speedo on Instagram, Plasma Speedo on Twitter, Plasma Speedo on YouTube. Anyway, I read all that. I read all of the comments and stuff. It makes my day start off good because everyone's really super nice, except for a couple people that called me a terrorist. That's why I have it on pending approval still. All the stuff's on pending approval, even on my Facebook, because I haven't been able to screen the friend requests that I'm accepting. I'm accepting all the friend requests, but I've had a hard time screening it because usually I stalk people a little bit to see what they're like before I approve their friend request. Yeah, I've stalked like all of you. And I'm not sure if there's been a few people that come at me kind of foul because I'm in the Navy serving the United States of America. I've given my life up for this purpose, and I will go and do whatever they tell me to do. There's a storm a-brewing. Anyway, I've been called all kinds of things in messages because they can't post on my Facebook. I accepted a friend request of somebody, and they came at me in a message, and they can't post on my wall. There was a comment left on one of my posts, though, and I had to delete it. It just got really ugly. So I hate that that's affecting you that actually have positive things to say, because I read all the positive things and I love it. And I just have to have things on pending approval, because if it wasn't, there would be a huge fight that started in the comments section, and I don't want a huge fight on my page because I know these are just assholes. And I believe what I believe, and they can believe what they believe. They can believe I'm a terrorist, and I'm a whatever they wanted to call me. But I just would rather avoid all that. So I keep it on pending approval so that I can just delete those and keep it pushing. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry that it affects those of you that actually have nice things to say, because I do like hearing from you. Okay? So don't let that deter you, because I do read it all. Okay, have a nice day. Bye!